starting five for the Heat with Kyle Lowry out due to hamstring issues again. Gabe Vincent and Max Strus, two former undrafted players, the starting backcourt with Bam, Butler, and PJ Tucker.
He shed the defender.
Home team has won each game in this series by an average of 19 points per game. Here's Embiid into the chest of Tucker, and out of bounds was Tobias Harris.
Score, but pay attention out to Miami. They will force the action like you just saw with a long pass.
Here's Embiid driving at Adebayo, lost the ball.
Yeah, but see, they need the defense. They need the defensive in there to replace Danny Green, along with the fact he will give you a better rebounder at both ends in being Thibault.
Missed three by Harris. Embiid hit the floor again. 2-point Philadelphia lead. First lead of the game for the Sixers. They are battling 20 feet away from the goal. Adebayo and Embiid. Here's a 15-footer that's off the mark.
Continued. Adebayo continued. That shot could possibly have been blocked.
His first points. He's averaging 18 in the series. Harris can't get it. Ball batted off of Strus at that. And here comes Philly again in transition. Miami gets back. Embiid kicks it out to Harris. And now Harris driving, gets to the rim but missed it. Embiid had it stripped. And it's going to be Miami ball. He had 19 points and 10 rebounds in Game 5 and that 35-point win down in Miami, the worst postseason loss of Doc Rivers' career. Here's Embiid, pull-up jumper, in and out. He is 2 for 7 from the floor. To learn more about the nominees and cast your vote.
Very impressed at both ends. We're seeing some quick traps, and you never know when they're coming.
Philly has missed his last four shots. Good D by Hero, getting the deflection and the steal, and the layup to make it an 8-point lead. The steal.
I get something here.
Butler with the strip. Last touched by Butler. And here come the Sixers, but Miami gets back. They weren't getting back early on in the game, and Philly was getting some easy buckets. Embiid immediately double again. So he goes at Dedmon, they triple him, and the pass knocked out of bounds.
He's had opportunities to score for us, and then if they make some adjustments, he can be a playmaker as well.
Embiid with 7 and 4. Harden has 5 and 4. How do you feel you have to do what you have to do to try to control the
three-point shooter when he came into the league? But he's proven, Hubie, he can score in a lot of different ways.
Dave, he's got a great mid-range game. He's such a good athlete.
There for the board.
No, that was excellent defense by Maxey. He wore him out, but he definitely got up to pressure that shot.
Here's Milton penetrating. Korkmaz for three. Around and out. Rebound Oladipo.
Well, they'll give him that.
In transition, Milton trying to drive through the teeth of the defense.
Miami make the extra pass. And, you're kind of like taking shots a little earlier.
Spo says get back. Miami does. Maxey on the drive. Blocked by Butler. Saved, though, by Maxey. Here's Harden, 5 points so far. And Harris couldn't handle that pass. Korkmaz stops on the baseline, puts up an air ball.
You want with the cutters from the opposite side of the floor. And it's very impressive the speed that they're running at. Now, Philly's getting good looks, though, Dave. They're getting a lot of open shots. Whoa.
Some bad passes, though, in the last few possessions, including that one right there. Finds Tucker in the corner. Misses 2 in a row from there. Fighting for the loose ball. Takes it away from Niang. And now Butler rising. Short, flying in to tip it in is Strus.
On the ball movement. That was a cutter coming from the right corner. And a beautiful pass by Vincent.
Tied at 42, 4 minutes to go. Joel Embiid telling Niang to move out of the way, and the jumper is way off from Embiid.
Get to the rim, and he just floated out and made a nice shot, tough shot.
Coming into this postseason, Vincent and Strus had played a combined 6 playoff games.
Defense that time by Harden.
Approaching 2 minutes to go here in Game 6. Miami leading the series 3-2. Game 7 would be Sunday in Miami. Embiid looking to drive, instead pulls up, can't score.
Now, I don't know how he gets open so easily, but we know he's a great three-point threat, but off the dribble, he attacks and attacks hard.
Niang misses, will pick up Harden at midcourt.
Yeah, that's been a good matchup throughout the game.
Here's the screen from Harris. Gets it from Harden. 5 seconds to go in the half. Embiid off his knee, out of bounds. 9 of their 10 games in the playoffs so far. All 5 games in this series by 23. They're plus 23 in terms of points over the Sixers in this quarter. So let's see if they can win this quarter, which might mean they win the game and the series. You got game 6 between Boston and Milwaukee tomorrow night.
Embiid has shot 2 for 8 from the field when Bam Adebayo was the primary defender in the first half.
All right, George, 4-point lead now for Miami over Philadelphia. That was deflected by the Heat. Second shot attempt.
Dave, that's the first time he's received a pass, foul line area, where he could take Embiid off the dribble.
He's a guy that can score. He averaged close to 20 points per game during the season. Thibault, who is starting the second half. 3 minutes gone by here in the third quarter. Embiid has 16 to lead Philly. Maxey driving, hangs, and it won't go. The tip won't go either by Embiid. Knocked out of bounds, though, by Butler.
Third offensive rebound.
Maxey has 10 points. He's been the leading scorer in this series for Philly. Was held to 9, though, in game 5. Just 2 baskets in that game. Here's Embiid from deep. Way off on the 3. The shot clock was down to 2. Looking to push tempo. This is how Philly had success in the first half, but Miami gets back, and then almost a steal by Vincent. It is a steal. He's got Butler, gives it up for the slam.
Now, see, that was just a smart play.
11 for the Heat. Maxey, step back 2, comes up short.
All good looks.
Here's Harden for 3. And can't find it. Butler lost his shoe. Good block out by Harris. Maxey on the move. Goes right at the defender. Tough shot, no. Thought he was fouled, didn't get the call. Butler in transition. Draws the foul. Count the basket. Jimmy Butler got it to go.
He attempts 17 shots a game in these playoffs. That's fantastic.
So efficient. Meanwhile, Philly 2 for 13 from the floor here in the quarter, and a turnover.
Yeah, that went over the head.
13-2 run over the last 5 minutes by Miami. Here's Embiid. They double him. He takes the shot, and it's sent right back in his face by Adebayo.
Now look at the 3 red shirts moving in on him, and then a terrific shot block.
Adebayo, an elite defensive player.
Absolutely. Not getting wide open looks out of their movement or their screens.
A steal by Adebayo, and an easy jam coming.
Right now in the third quarter, Philly is 2 for 14. All right, and then 4 turnovers. So you're talking 16 possessions, 2 scores.
As many turnovers as points.
That's right.
And now down 16 here in an elimination game. They lose this game, their season is over. Shot clock inside of 5, out of the timeout. Embiid with 2 against 2 defenders.
Maxey just did a very good job there on Butler. Look at that.
Oh, he missed the layup after that great move, though.
Well, he tried to play the spin off the glass.
They don't find Strus. He can't make him pay. Tipped in by P.J. Tucker. He's had almost 20 points and 10 rebounds. He had never done that before in his life, he said. Rebound by Tucker again. Goes right back up.
Control, but you got to get a good look or something going in the power game.
You got Tucker on Harden.
Come on, what are we running here?
Milton stops at the free throw line. Spin by Embiid. They triple him. Embiid gives it up. Niang underneath, and a traveling violation of the third. Trying to get it to a single-digit deficit going into the final frame. Embiid's got the smaller Martin on him. There's Oladipo to help. 3 seconds to go. Embiid, step back 3. In and out, the tip won't go.
Rebounding in this game has been very little. That's the 9th offensive rebound.
Steal by Oladipo. Count the basket.
Some organization at the offensive end to be able to handle this energy that we've been watching all night long by Miami. Look at this. They almost had 3 guys on that loose ball.
And a steal by Adebayo. 3-on-1. Hero gives it up the lob, and Adebayo somehow got it to go. James Harden's only taken 1 shot and has 1 assist in the second half. He's been a non-factor. He's turning the ball over. They've taken advantage of him on the other end of the floor as well. And Philadelphia is down 17. They were watching Embiid's minutes. He'd already played 34, but he comes back into the game with the season in jeopardy and puts up an air ball. Here's Harden in transition. Miami gets back though, and nice. Tucker with the strip and a turnover. Nice play, Oladipo. Ahead to Butler for the stop. Maxey. Good hands by Butler, knocking it off of Maxey.
Just watch as he blows through a trap. Just right through. Now there, he definitely gets hit on that shot.
Here on ESPN. Miami trying to advance to the conference finals for the second time in 3 years. Butler off the side of the rim, and again out-hustles all of the blue jerseys. And then a dagger. 50 ball ends up in the hands of Vincent. Misses badly, but Tucker with the offensive rebound.
Yeah, just pull the ball out and reset here.
Sixers are getting chances, but again, Miami getting to the loose balls. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Vincent, no good. Strus with the offensive rebound.
Here now.
Harden again, just one shot attempt in the second half. That's his second. And the Miami Heat, for the second time in the last 3 years, going to the Eastern Conference Finals. They close out this series in 6 games, winning on Philly's home floor, 99-90.
You guys now get to your second conference finals in 3 years that you've been here. What does that say about this particular franchise under your leadership?
Under our leadership, we got a team full of leaders. More than anything, Coach Pat know what he's doing. He believes in guys, he empower guys, and he let guys go out there and hoop. As long as you play hard, you guard, and you put the team first, he can let you do whatever you want.